Well, his flair for food and no reservations to tell it like it is has made Anthony Bourdain one of TV's most iconic personalities. He joins us now with a sneak peek of his new show. It's called The Layover, and it premieres on the Travel Channel just in time for your holiday trip. Hi, Anthony. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, your new show is taking you across the world, and I'm wondering, is travel still fun for you?
It is. I'm well aware of the fact that I have the best job in the world. I traveled so little for the first part of my life that I'm really enjoying catching up late in life.
Oh, that's great to hear. Well, regarding the layover, what's the beauty and hardship of exploring a place in less than 48 hours?
Well, I mean, it was tough at times to do the show because we're trying to show as much stuff and cut right to the heart of the matter as quickly as possible in a short period of time. But you know, I think ideally, if you're only in a place like Rome or Hong Kong for 2 days, you want to experience those things that are unique to those places that locals love about them, rather than perhaps, you know, spending half your time waiting online to get in to see a major tourist site.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to highlight on the show: the things, the little typical everyday things that make a place like Rome unique and wonderful.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we're wondering what are the qualities of that quintessential restaurant or attraction that can really make a short trip fruitful.
Well, you know, a place that's reflective of the character of the city rather than, you know, a generic experience. I mean, if you're in Rome, there are a few pastas that they are particularly proud of, that they do there. You know, veal cutlet Milanese is from Milan. It's not a Rome thing. So, you know, when you're in Rome, you want to eat at a little place with Romans, not Americans, eating something like cacio e pepe or spaghetti carbonara. You know, these are very typical Roman things, and those are the sort of things that we like to highlight. You know, porchetta eaten in the street. You know, this is a delicious and affordable everyday experience for Rome.
So do as the Romans do. That's great advice. Well, what advice would you give to locals who want to find sweet spots in their own town?
Well, you know, there's the food blogging community is becoming more and more an invaluable resource, I think, for anyone who's looking to eat in their own community or to travel elsewhere. Some obsessive food nerd, very likely, has been covering all the little hole-in-the-wall restaurants or street carts or food trucks, and they're well worth researching.
I like that. Well, what is your favorite airport meal?
Wow, you know, they're pretty good at Tokyo Narita has some pretty good stuff. They have good sushi, good ramen, and even their convenience stores have a terrible appeal. Changi Airport in Singapore is great too, because not only can you eat well, but you can take a dip in a pool, watch a movie, get a massage. It's pretty much full service.
Oh, great. And one last question before I let you go. What do you have to say to people who are a little hesitant about eating at their corner taco cart or those divey downtown places that we know the food is so good, but how do we convince other people?
Listen, if a taco stand in Mexico has got a long line of locals waiting to eat the taco, I mean, this person is not in business year after year poisoning their neighbors. You're much more likely to get sick at the breakfast buffet at your hotel.
Great advice. Well, Anthony, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be sure to watch your Travel Channel show tonight.
Thank you.